A while ago, we took a look at the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus keyboard cover case, and that seemed to be a pretty helpful review for people looking into these tablets and looking into how to get more productivity out of them. We took a look at a lot of things like the cons, the price, just comparing it to other mainstream keyboards like the Surface Pro keyboard and the Tab S6. So I thought to myself, why not do one on the Galaxy Tab S7? And I actually realized there is a teeny bit of a difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that today. And here it is. This time I made sure not to actually open it so it won't be a fake unboxing. So if we look at the actual price for this is going to be a MSRP of $199.99. You can most likely find it cheaper coming up. Of course, the holidays is coming up. And eBay, whatever have you, wherever you shop, just shop around. It has a up to 165-degree angle, just like the Tab S7 Plus's keyboard. It's going to be 0.88 pounds, so a little bit lighter than the Tab S7 Plus keyboard. It's still a 42% larger trackpad compared to the Tab S6 keyboard. It's going to be 26% larger keycaps compared to the Tab S6 keyboard cover case. And you still have a key pitch of 18.3 millimeters, as well as a shortcut for DeX, and as well as Windows and other Android shortcuts. Of course, for example, like, your multi-gestures, whether it's I believe 3-finger up, which would take you into your recent apps, or if you're using DeX, it would bring up the Windows. Just think about this pretty much like you're using a Windows computer, just not. You're using Android. All right, so now let's actually get to the unboxing of this. So as you can see here, there's some stuff on the back. Same stuff that was on the back of the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus packaging. And if we go ahead and open this up, that actually sounded a lot louder where I am. Of course, you have that quick start guide right here, which you really don't have to read. You can just put it to the side. And then you have the actual keyboard cover case, which consists of the same two pieces that the Tab S7 Plus keyboard cover case does. All right, here's the packaging one last time. Let's put that away. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about is the difference in the keys on the Tab S7 Plus's keyboard versus the Tab S7's keyboard. So if you notice, of course, this has separated function keys right here along the top, while the function keys are sort of integrated with the number keys here. So I don't know if that's a big deal, but it is a detail you probably want to pay attention to. It's just one of the biggest differences I noticed between both of them. They both still have pretty much the same functionality. It's just more so that extra step, I guess you could say, of having to press a 2-button combination versus a 1-button combination. That's all. Now, let's move this out of the way. I'm actually going to bring that back to compare it to the other two keyboards I want to show you. Now, talking about the design, it's still going to be that faux leather design right on the back here. It's very faux leathery. If that's, well, that's not a word. That's obviously a word I made up, but it still feels pretty nice to the touch. Feels pretty premium and everything. You have your indentation here for your S Pen, your camera hole, And then here's the magnet that sticks to the back of the tablet. And on the keyboard portion, your trackpad here is made of plastic, but it's actually pretty, yeah, feels about the same as the one on the Tab S7. It's going to be pretty slippery. And of course, naturally, when you use it, it's going to pick up the oils from your hands and be a little bit easier to use. Then you have your pogo pins right here and everything that go magnetically to the tablet. And on this side of the case, it still folds back just like the Tab S7 Plus's keyboard. And this is still bendy, I guess for better flexibility and things of that sort. So now, before I actually attach it to the tablet itself, what I want to do is give you a comparison to 3 other keyboards. So this is the, hold on, let's make sure I can get all of these in camera. So here you have your Tab S6 keyboard. Wait, it's not showing up all in the camera. Let's move those over. All right, did I get it now? Okay, good enough. This is your Tab S6 keyboard. This is your Surface Pro keyboard, your standard one. Your Tab S7 keyboard and your Tab S7 Plus. So as you can see, they're pretty similar in terms of the Tab S6 keyboard, the Tab S7, and the Tab S7 Plus keyboard, whereas the Surface Pro is a little bit different. The keys here are a little bit more clicky, I guess you could say, while here and here, they are clicky, but they feel a little bit more soft to the touch. And this one is still a little bit more clicky, but just wanted to give you a quick look at what it would look like between 3 other keyboards. The trackpad, of course, on the Surface keyboard is going to be a lot, well, it is a little bit wider. Yeah, it's a little bit wider, but I don't think it's too much of a big deal. If you go ahead and look at the Tab S6 trackpad, there is your 26% larger trackpad, and that is a huge difference. Never even noticed that before. And then, of course, let's get this out of the way. Tab S7 Plus keyboard here is still going to be, is that wider? I don't know, I think my eyes are deceiving me, but okay. Yeah, it is a little bit wider. But anyway, that's a comparison right there. Now let me move these keyboards out of the way. And let's actually connect it to the tablet itself. So here is my wife's Tab S7. And the keyboard just goes on magnetically, just like this. Folds down flat, and that's it. Let's do the shake test also. All right, see there? It's definitely really, really sturdy. It actually feels a little bit more sturdier to me than the Tab S7 Plus. Of course, this is smaller and weighs less, so that's definitely gonna be a big factor. And then here is the keyboard hooked onto the tablet. And there you go. It's a pretty nice consolidated design. Just folds up right here, goes. Wow, it actually feels a lot smaller than it is. And it's pretty light. All right. Yep, this actually feels a little bit better to me than the Tab S7 Plus. Then you have your 165 degree angle. Okay, that looks a little bit more than 165 degrees to me. I guess it is, though, if they say it is. In terms of actual typing, let's take a look at Samsung Notes really quick. All right, let's type, this is a test of the Tab S7 keyboard cover case, I guess. And then let's do the obligatory, the quick brown fox. I actually forgot the phrase. Was it the quick brown fox jumps over the dog? All right, that's probably not it, but that's what it's going to be for now. And that's pretty much how it types. Let's just type gibberish here. Yeah, I don't know. I think these keys are a little bit smaller. Are they? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Okay. So the keys are actually a little bit smaller on the Tab S7 keyboard cover case, which is to be expected. It is a smaller keyboard. And that is a look at the keyboard and everything. Now let's look at the DeX shortcut. So to start DeX, you do it the same exact way as on the Tab S7 Plus keyboard. It's the function button and DeX button right there. And it starts up. And let's take a look at some of the gestures. So let's type gibberish here. And of course, 3 fingers down, minimizes, of course. You have your, I believe it's 3 fingers to the left or right, which will, well, if I had another app open, it would let me switch to them quickly. Of course, you can always swipe up to and switch between your recent apps here. Let's do weather. And then, see, there's that quick switch gesture right there, which the windows are already up, so it doesn't really make a difference that I did that, but you get the idea, pretty much. And that is really kind of it for this keyboard. Now, let's talk about cons, because the cons are the exact same as I had with the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus keyboard. The price. I still feel like $200 for this, and even $30 more for the Tab S7 Plus keyboard is too much. I don't know that I would recommend to anybody. I mean, if you have the money, if you're rich, then by all means go right ahead, purchase this keyboard. But if you can get it on sale, if you can get it from another retailer for a cheaper price, as low as possible, then it becomes worth it if you are going to use this for productivity. If you see yourself using this tablet for productivity, or just want to be able to, you know, have it and not need it versus need it and not have it. There's still no backlight on here, which should be obvious. I don't think Samsung would make 2 different products. Oh, wait. They have in the past, but still no backlight. And still only that one angle, that one flat angle here. So this keyboard does not prop up at all, like the Microsoft Surface keyboards do. And I'll actually give you one more con, because I actually figured out the exact differences in terms of the keyboards for the Tab S7 Plus and the Tab S7. So if you take a look here at the function keys, you'll notice that the function keys for the Tab S7 Plus keyboard actually have controls for brightness, which are right here, the ability to turn off the trackpad, which maybe this has it on the space bar, but either way, it's up there. Your volume controls right here, so mute, volume down, volume up. Your media controls for back, play and pause, and forward, and Finder. just all in all, you should kind of get where I'm getting at with this. There's also even a delete button on the Tab S7 Plus keyboard. So I don't know how big a deal that's going to be to everybody, but I just wanted to make sure that I show you the big differences. And I do kind of feel like it might be one of the cons. I feel it would be a con for me only because I am used to having these controls and I do kind of use them frequently. But to someone who is using this keyboard for everything else under the sun, then I guess it won't really matter to you. Especially if you haven't seen this keyboard. The Tab S6 keyboard actually didn't have these, and I didn't notice until now how useful they are. But that is a con, at least for me. But as always, wherever you are in the world, have a great night or have a great day. And hopefully this in-depth review was helpful.